Did you know that the phrase hash out originally comes from the world of cooking, where hash meant a finely chopped mixture? It's wild how a kitchen term became a staple in boardrooms and bedrooms alike.
That's a great hook, Alex. Today we're diving into every nuance of hash out, from brainstorming a project plan to settling a heated argument.
By the end of this episode, you'll know how to use the phrase correctly in 5 common contexts, and you'll even pick up a few tips for smoother conversations.
We'll break it down into 3 parts: the core definition, real world examples, and the subtle tone shifts that can change the meaning entirely.
But first, let's hash out what hash out actually means at its core.
And that's just the beginning.
At its simplest, to hash out something is to discuss it thoroughly until clarity emerges. It's like turning a vague idea into a crisp, actionable plan.
Exactly, Alex. The first common meaning is discuss in detail. For instance, a team might say, let's hash out the project timeline, meaning they'll examine every milestone step by step.
But here's what's really interesting. When you hash out a problem, you're not just talking. You're actively working toward a solution.
Right. That brings us to the second meaning, resolve a problem. Imagine 2 engineers debugging code. They might say, we need to hash out this bug, implying they'll troubleshoot until it's fixed.
What most people don't realize is that the phrase also carries a negotiation vibe, reaching an agreement after back and forth discussion.
Exactly, Alex. In legal circles, you'll hear the lawyers hashed out the settlement, which means they negotiated terms until both sides signed off.
Here's where it gets fascinating. Hash out can also mean figuring something out together, like brainstorming ideas for a startup.
That's a great point, and it leads to our 4th meaning, collaborative problem solving. A designer might say, let's hash out the branding concepts, inviting the whole team to contribute.
And that's just the beginning, because the phrase also helps settle arguments or disagreements.
Indeed. When a couple says, we need to hash it out after dinner, they're committing to talk through their differences until the tension eases.
But the real game changer is how hash out can refine the small details of any plan, turning a rough sketch into a polished final product.
Exactly, Alex. Think of a project manager saying, we still need to hash out the schedule, meaning they'll fine-tune dates, dependencies, and resources before launch.
To recap, we explored 6 shades of hash out: detailed discussion, problem resolution, negotiation, collaborative brainstorming, conflict settlement, and detail refinement.
A practical tip. Before you say, let's hash it out, pause and consider which nuance you need: clarity, agreement, or refinement, to keep the conversation on track.
That's a mind-blowing insight. One phrase, many powers. Use it wisely, and you'll turn confusion into collaboration every time.
Next week, we'll dive into another versatile idiom: cut to the chase. Trust me, you won't want to miss the shortcuts it reveals.
I'm already looking forward to hashing out that episode with you, Sarah.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep the conversation flowing, and until next time, stay curious.